Mathematics is the music of reason. This came in 2023. So let's dive deeper into this topic. It's a very, very interesting topic. And it certainly talks about maths and music. So we have to establish a connection between these two things, right? Then it talks about reason, and reason is connected with math, and we have to establish that in this essay. Both maths and music are beautiful and universal, right? So I think we something has to be said about that. And then maths has an impact overall at the global level, right? And science and innovation, the impact of maths is unparalleled. And eventually, we use these points to talk about how pervasive maths is, and how its relationship with reason, how it helps the process to benefit mankind. So I think we should write something along these lines. This is the list of keywords for this essay. Now let's try to develop the core arguments. The first thing I would write is that maths and music, the relationship between the two, and that both are beautiful and universal. And by that I mean, so beauty obviously comes from the patterns, the structures, the elegance, the cycles, the rhythms that are present in both. And I think there is plenty of example. Just search how is music like maths or how is maths like music, you'll get the answer. But there is tremendous similarity between the two. And then the universal piece is because people of any culture, any language, any part of the world can converse in mathematics and they can converse in music, right? So it is, both are universal in a way. So this is their similarity. Now the second is the relationship between maths and reason. I think there clearly the point that you have to make is that music expresses human life, right? It expresses human condition. It is an expression of human beings. And mathematics, in much the same way, expresses reason. So whenever we have a logical statement to make or some deductive reasoning to express, we use mathematics. So it is the language of deduction and reasoning, right? So this is the fundamental link between the two. The third thing I would say is math models the real world. And when you talk about real world, you talk about physics, you talk about chemistry, you talk about biology, you talk about human behavior or economics, and you can talk about global events. All of these things are explainable by mathematics. Laws of universe, chemical bonds, genetics, buying behavior. A lot of these things are actually models that can be expressed using mathematics. The fourth thing I would say is that math makes discovery and innovation possible, right? Being the language of science and reasoning, without this, conceptual thought cannot be put into action, right? So thought can stay as thought, but thought cannot become action without a language to express it. So it's very important. It is the missing link between an idea in your head and actually something that can be executable or executed or actionable, right? And then the last thing I would say, and we have to be a little careful while making this point, but math can also help us being ethical in terms of this reasoning models statistical study about risk and benefits. All of these things are used in public policy. So for example, if you are talking about healthcare, a mathematical modeling of the demographics, those things are scientific understanding of behaviors is very, very important, right? And mathematics actually helps in doing that. So tremendous amount of examples you can take in this. And you guys know this: calculus, game theory, artificial intelligence, quantum. There are so many examples that we can take at each level, I think, to bring it to life. But definitely relate maths and music, relate maths and reason, and you talk about first why is it like music, and then the core of maths being the language of reason. How does it enable all these fantastic things? And you'll be home. So take a screenshot of this page, and file it for your revisions. I will see you next time.